Much Music Environments, once again, we have a very special hour. That's, we are calling today the Geri Halliwell Live at Much Hour.
Oh
Here
my
it is, Geri
God,
Halliwell.
It's so overwhelming. I really did not expect this. It's so nice for you to receive me like this. And before I say anything else, I really want to say a big thank you to everybody that has stood by me. And also, I apologise for not finishing the world tour. I really wanted to. And I'm sorry that, you know, I didn't finish it. I had my reasons and I'll talk about them.
Oh,
but I'm here now, so thank you for letting me come back.
Yeah.
Oh, I love you. That's so nice.
The beauty of today is, I mean, the beauty of today is it's about you and it's about your fans. It's about sharing a whole hour. We're going to definitely, as always at Much Music, we like to make it totally interactive. It's the only way to go.
Okay, that's good. I like interaction.
Oh, I like interaction too. Let's start that out this side.
Yeah, a bit of a cuddling.
So we're going to give you the phone numbers and all that stuff a little later on so you can hook up with it. But there's also something we're going to be delivering for you, which we like to call a Geri Bite.
Uh-huh. What's that?
A Geri Bite is just little info bits on yourself.
Okay, you can talk to me and I'll I'll tell you everything.
Oh, we know. We'll get to that.
I like a good old chat. I do.
I love to talk too.
Yes, we'll do that. We've got a whole hour.
Well, it's 2 hours now.
Is it 2 hours?
We just extended.
Fantastic.
All right, let's check out the first Geri Bite, and we'll come back and chat with Geri Halliwell.
Sadly, I would like to confirm that I have left the Spice Girls.
When Geri left, it was a complete shock to all of us. I mean, we had no idea. I mean, as far as we were all concerned, everything was fine. You know, obviously there's arguments that go on, but it had never run as smoothly as it had for the last, I'd say, 6 or 7 months. We were all very happy. There was no tension within the band. And I think, you know, for us, we were totally shocked. And all we could say is, you know, we wish you luck.
Do you at all feel let down? Do you feel as if there's now something missing from what was there?
I think we feel let down as a group and for the fans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because without the fans paying so much interest in us, we wouldn't be here today. And it got 5 of us to get here, not 4, 5.
Did you do it face to face? Or did
No.
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 And that's probably the saddest thing, I suppose, that you haven't had a chance to then face to face say, well, okay, goodbye. What do you think you'll miss most about Geri?
She's... You know when you go out and you have, like, there's no stopping you?
She was good fun. She used to laugh at my jokes. She was the only one who used to laugh at me jokes. We used to have some really good chats.
Yeah.
She was very honest. She was my big sis.
Big sis.
Yeah, I do really miss her.
Already?
Yeah.
It's only been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Well, that was our first Geri Bite, and wow. I mean, just watching that tape and looking at it, I mean, we obviously got their side of it. And I don't think we've really got the true answers to what happened.
You know, I thought when I went away, I just wanted to kind of, I mean, I'll tell you, you know, I'll explain the story of why I left the Spice Girls. It's very important you to understand, you know, I think I owe you all an explanation, is that the bottom line is I was going to leave the Spice Girls at the beginning of the tour. Well, I told the Spice Girls at the beginning of the tour that I was going to leave in September. I wanted to finish the tour, and the girls knew that. So they knew I was going to leave at the end of September. And so that's not quite right, what they say there. And, but then I wasn't allowed to do a breast cancer interview during the few days before I left. And I got very angry because I'm meant to be the evangelist of girl power. You know, I mean what I say. It's more than a band. This is about, you know, speaking up and fighting for women, and I felt that I was being challenged and tested in life, and sometimes we are.
Sorry, wouldn't that be in their best interest to have you do that?
Yeah, well, you know, I'm not judging anybody. You know, everybody's different, and this is, you know, you've got to understand, I come from a different place, and I was reading a book about it at the time. I've had a lump in my breast myself, so I was, you know, I was very intense about the subject, And I just thought, you know what, I felt like a hypocrite and a liar. And you've got it in life sometimes, as much as I wanted to be on stage, as much as I wanted to come to Canada and America, you know, some things in life are more important than you've got to get your priorities and your values right. And I thought, you know what, I have to do this. I have to go and speak up about breast cancer. If I can't do that, then I'm a cheat. What I've been talking about to all of you little girls, you know, is worthless unless I can do that. So that's why I left on that day. I was going to leave anyway at September because I think everything has its time frame. You know, I love the Spice Girls. I gave my heart and soul to that group, and I loved it. And we had some great moments together. I'll always care about them. But the only way I can describe it is, you know, sometimes, you know, it's like you have a relationship with a boyfriend and you fall in love, and but then maybe 2 years later you're not loving anymore. You love them still and you care about them, but you're not in love, and that's what happened. You know, I'm 2 years older than them. I'm 26 years old, you know, now, and that's a bit of sometimes a bit of an age gap. You see things differently.
But you always seemed, like, that's one thing, it was one observation that I had, was that you always seemed in control of who you were as a woman and as a person.
Well, you know, I've always tried to be honest. I know I'm not perfect. Sometimes I say the wrong things. I'm too loud. I talk too much. But I think there's one thing that we all have in common. We try to be a good person. You know, sometimes I'm naughty and I go, oops. And then the next time I try to be the best I can. And I'm, you know, I'm growing up and changing. But
you're here.
I'm here and I'm so glad to be. It's so nice. You know, I've got to say, can I say that? You know, when I left the Spice Girls, I was really frightened. I didn't know what I was going to do. And the last thing in the back of my mind was to do music, because I didn't feel that, you know, whether I was good enough. I'd always, you know, had a strong part of writing all the Spice Girls songs, a very strong part, and all the imagery. But I didn't know if I was good enough to be a singer and all of that. And so, but I had to I think we're drawn to what we're afraid of. So I had to do it. And so, you know, I'm sorry I've taken so long in coming back, but I wanted to make sure it was good. I don't expect any of you to buy my record just because it's mine. I want you to give you something that's fantastic, and I've given you something that's interesting, inspiring, and you'll think, wow, that's great. So I've got a new single out, and I, you know, I've put my heart and soul into it, and you're going to see it soon, aren't you?
Well, yeah.
Not today,
not
next
today,
week.
But we're going to see it, we're going to see it on actually April 16th.
And I'll tell you about it.
Right. You know what we're going to do is, because this is totally interactive, we're going to give you the digits and the numbers that you can get in touch with Geri.
Oh, brilliant.
So here's the numbers.
Hi.
So if you want to fax...
Hello, everybody at home.
Hello out numbers there. We'll get in touch with Geri Halliwell. All right, so we're back here with you. Now, what we're going to do is, when we can come back, we're going to talk about the new project and everything, the new video and everything, the brand new Geri.
Oh, I'm just new and improved, not brand new.
No, but I mean, in terms of, there's a lot, you know what, there's a lot of soul searching, and there's a lot of things that I know that you've gone through, well, I don't know personally, but to get to that point, you have to go through something.
Yes, definitely.
We'll talk about that now.
Okay.
Talk about that after the break.
After the break. Come back.
Come back.
Go make a cup of tea.
Yeah, would you? We'll be back with Geri Halliwell, live at Much. What's written in the papers? Don't believe it. Yeah, I'm not believing it. I'm just trying to do it.
Don't believe the hype.
I'm just trying to be like the journalistic guy that I am. The fact that even though there's been negative hype that could be negative hype, it's worked in your favor because everybody looks at you as being real people and very cool. Now what do you think?
He's turned it around. Get me out.
Okay, all right.
Come back here, Master T.
All right, everything cool then?
Yeah.
All right, good.
When I come out of my mother's womb, I screamed girl power. So I've always been the same sort of motivated, loud nutter, you know, with lots of attitude.
And do you like the girl power position?
Which is the girl power position?
Work that one out by yourself!
Is this in a CD somewhere?
No. We'll leave that to your imagination.
Okay.
Go and work it out.
Well, all right.
And then come back if the answer is yes.
And we're back here, live with Geri Halliwell. And you see, like during the commercial breaks, you guys should have had a camera.
I know.
We should have been on, and you're gonna do that.
Maybe I'll do it later if you've still got time.
Oh, you have to.
I will.
All right. So your brand new record, and I've actually seen the video, which is called
Oh, do you like it?
I like it.
Yeah?
Which, you know, the thing I like about it is the fact that it would be you. It's like everyone can have a perception of a person, one individual thing, without giving too much away.
Yeah, no, we could give it a little bit away. I mean, the whole song, Look at Me, is about public image, how we're all obsessed about what we look like, which is fair enough, but actually it's saying, look at me, look at you, look at ourselves. Look into our, I don't just see a black man with dreadlocks, I look into your eyes and see the human being you are. We could say fat, thin, straight, gay, you know, old, young. We put all these labels on each other, and actually, as cliched as it sounds, you know, we should go deeper than that, and, you know, more on a human level, whether you're the postman or the president. That's how I think we'd respond better to each other. And also, I'm laughing at myself. I'm a drama queen, if that's your thing, baby. I can even do reality. And the video kind of I take on 4 characters of women. They're kind of generalization stereotypes, whether you're a vamp, whether you're a virgin, whether you're a sister or a bitch. Or you can be all of them, or you're none of them. Right. You know, we're all multi-dimensional human beings. You're mothers, lovers, fighters, all of that. And I say, who is Geri Halliwell? Well, you know, she's lots of things, and like we all are.
And the thing is, of course, you've got to put in that cheeky Geri bit at the end.
Oh, of course, of course.
We won't give that away.
Yeah, there is 2 versions to that.
Oh, there is?
Yeah, there's one where the screen is...
Yeah, that's the version
there's a
I saw.
nudie bit at the end, right? But I'm saying, basically, just see me as, you know, a human being. And my bum is kind of bleached out.
Bleached out.
But there is a version that isn't, like, kicking around, I'm sure, by accident.
Yeah. I'll talk to the record company.
Yeah.
All right, the other thing, too, is the fact that to go in to record, you know, your album and get everything together, you're going in as an individual.
I know, that was pretty...
That must have been kind of...
That was really scary. First and foremost, I was really unconfident. I've never had vocal training as an individual. I've never sung a whole song. I'd written, you know, a lot of the songs, but, you know, actually performing them by myself was really scary. But 2 things happened. The DJ went on air and he said, I really think Geri should be a pop star, blah, blah, blah. And then George Michael, his friend, David Austin, who wrote Different Corner, gave me a song to try out, kicking around, and I had to go, and it broke the back of my my nerves. So that was great for me, and then after that I just went and wrote all my songs and just went and did it. And the brilliant thing was I wrote songs catering for my voice. Right. So, you know, I felt very comfortable.
So when's the album out?
Album's out in June. June the 7th it's out, yeah.
Title?
I'm not telling you yet, but you can kind of guess. It's got my album is like emotional mood swings like women do. 1 minute you're on the floor and you're reflecting, thinking, oh, God damn it. Next minute it's up there. And, you know, it's very high and, you know, outlandish. And, you know, and I try to paint pictures with it. You know, sometimes I take you to, you know, Latin America. The next minute, you know, I'm taking you to Switzerland. And there's all sorts of, you know, different tracks on there. All sorts.
So you worked with the production team that actually worked, did a couple of...
There were a couple of Spice. They were kind of the lesser producers. They weren't the main ones. But the good thing with them, they let me just rip. I kind of tried to make an album that was almost cinematic. It was paramedic. It kind of, you know, it took you somewhere. Right. It wasn't lazy at all.
Where are you now in your life?
Where am I now? I'm here with you, Master T.
You got that right.
Master T Maker. What does that mean, Master T?
Master T? It's a long story. But anyway, where are you?
Yeah, that was a quick policy.
Yeah, it was.
Word,
it was a quick
it?
It's long and it's not that exciting.
Okay.
But, no, but in terms of, you know...
Where am I?
I mean, you've gone through this whole thing. You must have gone through some soul searching.
Yeah, I did. I think, you know, I grew 100 years, you know, in that time of, during the Spice Girls. I learnt a lot, but I think, you know, it made me, my father died 6 months before I was in the Spice Girls, and so I needed it very, very badly. And so I was very intense about it, but it made me question life a lot. And, you know, you've got to have your principles and values right, which I learned through being in that band, which is great. It really is. So I'm 26 years old now. Sometimes I feel 12, sometimes I feel 72. Right. There you go. I think I'm still a big kid, you know.
Yeah, everyone's a kid.
You know, shouldn't lose that.
You can't stop that.
No.
You know, we're going to check out the video that you want to check out. It was the Fat Boy Slim video.
Oh, yeah.
All right, and then we're going to come back and we're going to open it up for all you guys to talk and chat with Geri Halliwell, all right?
Nice performance, be the best performance that we've ever had. Richard has rehearsed us for about 2 weeks. We've come to this spot, and I really want to say, Richard, thank you very much for taking us to this point.
Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. Right back at you. You guys are the best. Best musicians I've ever worked with.
Hey, where are these guys?
I think we really got the crowd on our side. Yeah. Welcome to the theater, I'm sorry. We're gonna start again with the b-boy, you guys. We have some b-boy moves. A lot of people tell us that we have a very hip-hop feel. You know, like growing up in Manhattan, I performed with several b-boy posses and different groups, and you know, so that's our background, sort of, or at least some of our inspiration. With all this choreography, also, let me tell you, original stuff. Good job.
With that track, Praise You, which is actually, okay, you can tell, which is Geri's pick. That was your pick.
Yeah, the reason why I picked that is because it's just got such a good sense of humour. He's taking the mickey out of himself, which I like to do too.
That's fun. All right, so you know what? Now we get to interact.
Okay.
And we have first audience question that comes from Lindsay.
Lindsay.
Hey, Lindsay, how you doing?
Hi,
Hello.
Geri.
Hello.
First of all, I want to say welcome to Canada.
Thank you very much. Thanks for making me feel so welcome. I live here, I think.
I was just wondering, since you accomplished so much already in such a young age, what are your hopes and dreams for the future?
I think, you know, I'd be a lie to say I really want my album to be a success, you know. Personally, I feel proud of it because I managed to, you know, finish the album, and, you know, at the beginning I wasn't sure if I could. But I want everybody to like it, and I want it to be, you know, a success and do well. I think it's, you know, there's lots of things that I hope and dream, but I kind of keep them to myself, you know, until I'm ready to kind of share it. I think we've all got those kind of little secret things. I've got a book coming out later. It should be, I think you'll all enjoy. It's kind of almost, it's kind of a personal book. It's quite real and gritty.
Juicy?
Not juicy. Juicy about me, but not juicy. It's not kiss and tell. Right. You know, I'm just very. I think, you know, I think the way to go into the millennium, I've developed from girl power is woman power and real power. Let's be real about who we are. No more bullshit. Right. You know, let's show our hopes and fears together. I think. Right. Call me a good old hippie, but you know, that's what I think anyway.
Right. Thanks, Lindsay.
Thank you very much.
All right, we have a fax question. Hello, Geri. First of all, you kick ass.
Do I?
Yes.
Bend over, Master T. Wasn't that funny?
Oh, that was good. I would, but I have to take the pants back. Okay, my question is, what was your reaction when you first heard Goodbye by the Spice Girls? This was from Lindsay Leffler, Unionville, Ontario.
Okay, you know that Goodbye song? You know, I was there when they wrote it. I wrote that with Emma and one other girl and a guy around the piano. And they did develop it, and, you know, and dedicated it to me, so I knew the song already. So, you know, it was very touching to hear it, and it was kind of sentimental. It was sweet. I mean, anyone would think someone's dedicated a song to you, so it was very nice.
All right. Okay, we also have another audience question that comes from Megan. Hi, Megan. I think Megan's over. You over here, Megan? There you go.
Hello.
Hello.
If you ever have a baby, will you have it before you get married or after?
Oh. Do you know what? That's very, very interesting.
Wow.
Now, having babies is a very big responsibility because, you know, it is a lot of work. And at the moment, I've got a kind of a baby supplement. I've got a dog called Harry, and I have to really learn to look after it. And I think you should, before you have a baby, you've got to feel a real responsible human being. And I've still got a bit of growing up to do. And, you know, I think it's on the individual. You can never say, you know, it's what's right for you. So I prefer to be married and have a husband. But you never know. Who knows? I might adopt some children, actually. You never know if I can't find a man. But I would like to be, I'd like to be, you know, like the Waltons, where, you know, you can all come and live with me. Be one big happy family.
Thank you. Thanks, Megan. Whoa.
This is very cute. That's probably the most grown-up question I've had all week.
You know what I mean?
It really is.
Megan, would you like to switch seats?
See, kids are smarter than adults, and they're so dead honest, aren't they?
They don't mess around.
No
right in your
messing,
face.
that's it. We like that.
And then the thing is, you have to answer them.
Yes, I've got no,
All right,
no choice.
So we've got email question. And it says, congrats on your solo success.
I haven't had any success
yet.
She's been very optimistic.
I appreciate your image now as a sophisticated woman. I'm not really a Spice Girl fan, but I was just wondering, what was the craziest thing you ever did while you were a member of the band? And this is from Allison, put two.
You know what? I'm one of these people that kind of, I don't know if it's crazy, I'm just very clumsy. I say the wrong thing, I put my foot in it. I'm like this character called Patty Pickle that will always just go, oh God, why did I say that? Why did I do that? And I act kind of nervous almost. But I suppose pinching, you know, Prince Charles's bum was kind of a little crazy. It's not the most normal thing you do. I've had, you know, lots of different moments. But, you know, I think that you should never lose that, you know, bonkersness about you. It's fine.
All right, you know what we're going to do right now? We're going to check out another Geri Bite.
Okay.
And so sit tight, and we're going to check out a Geri Bite right now.
Well done.
Everyone knows my whole CV. I've been everything from, you know, I've worked in a bar to a cleaner to a nude model to a, you know, a dancer. I've been in lots of different things.
So now I see through your eyes, all that you did was love.
As well as putting my face to this, I cannot just do that. I have to get my hands dirty. I really will. And I'm going to really, really try and learn a lot about this. And I hope that the world will learn with me in a very digestible manner. That's what I want to do. I mean, I don't claim to intellectualize and give you lots of facts and figures, because quite honestly, it goes right over my head, and most people as well. So what I want to do is reach to the audience that, just in a very digestible manner, basically. That's what I want to do, just bring awareness. And I think we can all learn from that.
Well, that was another Geri Bite there, and thank you showing the footage of you actually, you know, becoming a Goodwill ambassador.
Yeah.
How do you become a Goodwill ambassador? Do you have an application?
No, they just asked me, which is so flattering. And you know, I have to say, I get as much out of it. It's so good for my soul. It's really, I think anybody, you know, given the opportunity, wants to do good and make a difference, and we all can. And you know, and that it's brilliant. It really is.
Now, another thing too is that you're also involved with you're still involved with the stuff to deal with cancer.
Breast cancer. Yes, I mean, you know, it's a dreadful disease. I think it's 1 in 9, something, different figures all over the world, but it's the biggest killer for a woman.
Right.
And the whole UN thing, that's things that we take for granted. For example, in third world countries like Africa, you know, there's women that, you know, don't get contraceptives, education, they can't read and write. All those things that we take for granted, you know, it's kind of bringing awareness to that. You know, we live in a fantastic world. I mean, Canada is brilliant. It really is. If you go to other countries, you know, you would be so shocked and surprised, and you realise how lucky we really are.
We talked about it earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to check out the call from Bill.
Hello, Bill.
Hi there.
Hi.
Hi, you look fantastic today, by the way.
Oh, thank you very much. God,
You're
I
welcome.
feel good. I think it's because I feel good. You know, I think you project over. I feel damn good being here. It's a lovely country, and, you know, everyone's been so nice. So that explains it. I'm glowing from you lot. Go on, carry on, Bill.
Okay. You look like you had fun making the Spice Girls movie. I was wondering if you'd like to do a movie on your own.
I would. I mean, it's been asked before, but I have to do things that I really enjoy and like. And so it'd have to be the right thing for me. And at the moment, nothing's come up that I really think, yeah, I really want to do that. At the moment, I'm making my own mini movies. My videos are more than music videos. They're kind of, you know, I do my own play acting in them. They'll do for now, but who knows?
All right, Bill.
Hey, thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot, Bill.
Could you say hi to my niece and nephew,
What are
Taylor
their
and Michael,
names?
for me?
Michael and what?
Taylor and Michael.
Taylor and Michael. Hello.
Thank you.
Well, you're welcome.
All right, we're going to definitely interact a lot more with Geri Halliwell right here live at Much. So come on back.
All right. I like that. What have you done? How have you done that?
Well, we're back here, and a whole hour hanging out with Geri Halliwell live at Much. And now you've actually, I mean, you know, if you ever thought, you know, like you still didn't have your whole vibe.
Pardon?
If you ever thought that your vibe still wasn't there, your vibe is still there because the cat's outside.
I know.
They've been out there since 6 o'clock in the morning.
I swear, I didn't even think that I'd have one person standing outside.
6 a.m. they've been out there. Let's go outside and see them.
Very nice.
Take a
Come on,
quick-
let's go. It's great.
Okay. So you're back over here. Okay. All right. So we're gonna take. Okay. All right. We're gonna actually try to take a question here. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. What's your question?
What's your question?
I hate you so much because when you were in the Spice Girls, you promoted girl power. Now that you're by yourself, I know you still have that girl power, but how will you promote it on your new album?
I just think it's about being real, you know, it's real power. Just being honest who I am. That's it. It's being very responsible of who you are. Obviously, I'm more of a woman. I'm developing into a woman now, but, you know, just taking it one step further.
We're gonna do a Geri bite. We'll be back in a minute. Let's go back inside.
birthday to you.
But you know, I think you're very sexy. Oh, no!
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Your Royal Highness. Happy birthday to you. For God's sake.
Well, you see, look at that, eh?
God, you've covered it all, haven't you?
We don't miss a
You've done
thing
your
yet.
homework.
Well, you know, what you're here for now is you've got to make sure everything is hooked up. Now,
Yeah,
what do you do with you and Prince Charlie? You pinch his bum, you kiss him on... What's going on?
I think, you know, it doesn't matter whether you're a prince or, you know, you work for a postman or a dustman, whatever, you know, and it doesn't matter your age. I think he's a very charming guy, and, you know, that's it, basically.
What kind of pinch was it? Was it a good
No,
grabber?
I tell you what it is, I'm Spanish. I'm
Right.
half Spanish, this half.
Right.
My mother is Spanish, and I'm very like, ay, madre mía, que guapo. You know, I'm a very, very affectionate person, and that's why I respond to people. Well, you know, I don't care who you are, you know, I like to hug, and that's who I am. Exactly.
Was it a...
It wasn't a pinch, it was a pat.
Oh, a little pat on his bum?
It was like, hello.
And what did he say? Thank you, Jerry.
Yes, he came back and smiled.
He
He said,
did?
it's
Oh, I'm
funny.
sure after that, a lot of guys would smile.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to open up the phone lines, and here is Lisa from Dartmouth.
Hello, Lisa.
Hi, Jerry. You look wonderful. You sound great. And my daughter and I just can't wait to hear your new song. But today I'm calling to give you just a different perspective. You hear lots of questions related to, you know, common fan questions. But today I'm calling you to thank you for being such a good role model for my daughter, Kat. My daughter, Kat, is 10 years old, and I want to relate an experience we had. Last year, she entered the school science fair, and she was successful and placed first, along with her best friend, Jasmine. And they went on to the regional science fair, and they won that contest. And when my husband and I were just going, oh, you did a wonderful job. And she said, but hey, Mom, this is girl power. This is what it's all about. And you know, Jerry, it is. It's not about music and clothes. It's being who you can be with what you have, doing the best. And I just think you've done a wonderful job. And what kind of a spokesperson can we ask for any better than you? You're doing a great job.
Thank you very much. That's very nice of you to say that. I mean, I can say two things on that. I think the most important thing and the sexiest thing is your mind. I think, you know, it's advanced and you can really use it and do positive things with it. But as for being a role model, you know what? I'm just a human being. I'm not perfect and I'll make mistakes. That's a lot to live up to. But that's very nice and flattering if you know, if I can inspire anything, you know, to do things like that. But I think everybody, you should have different role models, whether it's your mother, anybody. If, you know, anybody can identify with me, that's great. Because you know what I think in life? You know, when you're at school, sometimes there's like the head cheerleader, the most beautiful person, or, you know, the head of the football team, and they're always the winners, and you kind of sit back in the witness and think, I'm not as cool as that. And I felt like that. Instead, I turned to music and literature, and they were my friends. So, and what I think happens, those kinds of people, they peaked at school, and then the others, it's quite reassuring to know that you go past them, you have a reunion, and they're still the same. So that's quite inspiring. So, and if I can inspire anybody else with my music of what I've got to say, and that's brilliant, then that's you know, I've done my job. That's brilliant. Thank you. Right. Very nice of you to say so.
All right. So, we're actually going to take an audience question from Jenna.
Yeah.
Hello, Jenna.
Hi, Jerry. It's like so nice to finally meet you. I've always wanted to.
So we bumped each other
In
on the
washroom.
toilet, didn't we?
Yeah.
I was so nervous. I've been to the toilet about 3 times in the last 10 minutes.
I think you're so cool, by the way.
Thank you.
And I just like to say that, like, I've read in interviews and stuff, you've said that your new CD, like, lyrically is, like, very thought-provoking and, like, upfront and cheeky, something to that extent.
Yeah.
So, like, lyrically, can you compare that to, like, Alanis Morissette, who also is like
No,
that?
I think what it is, whatever I gave to the Spice Girls, you know, it was a massive piece of me. I think it was more than a fifth. I've taken it on. So hopefully Spice Girl fans will love what I've done. But what I've done, I've taken it 1 step further, 3 steps further, because I think you all need stimulation. And, you know, and I think music and art, what it should do, it should run at different levels. On one hand, if you just want to be entertained and run around in your underwear to it, that's fine. You know, on the other hand, if you want to look into the lyrics, I never waste a word. I always talk about things on my words. It's not as angst and angry, and it's not self-indulgent, but I'm talking about something. You know, in the first song, I'm talking about public image. But otherwise, you can just, you know, do that to it, and it's fine. So whatever level you want to get it, that's what it, you know. And I think it's ageless. It doesn't matter where. I think teenagers are growing up faster, and 30-year-olds, 50-year-olds are still teenagers in this day and age. You know, everybody can enjoy music.
Okay, thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thanks, Jenna. All right, so we're going to remind you again that the video, Look at Me, will be coming your way live on April the 16th at noon. At noon, so look out for that. But we're going to sit down and chat a lot more with Geri Halliwell right after this, so stick with us live.
Belly dancer costume. I don't think I dare look. There is an added fur boa with this now, which arrived this morning. Wow. Modelled by Tenzin again, and I'll start this at 1100, worn in that amazing video in the desert. And I'll start this one at 850. It's with me at 850. 850. Can I say 9? 900, 950. 950 with me at £950. Is the bidding going to go? Yes, she's opened the coat. We have more bidding. I'd like to invite Geri Halliwell to help me sell the final lot of the sale. Hello. For the last time, 36,200. Sold.
Please welcome the ex-Spice Girl, formerly known as Ginger, Geri Halliwell.
Well, good evening, America. It is great to be here tonight. Right, for those who don't recognize me, I know I used to look like a drag queen.
As much as you auctioned off everything, I mean, like, you know, all that stuff, you know, for the Spice Girls, all those costumes and outfits, was that also, it was for charity, but was that also some sort of a cleansing process?
I'd always planned to do it anyway.
Yeah, you did?
Because I have this philosophy that never let your possessions possess you. I think you should travel through life very lightly. You know, what's the point of me being a granny and going, oh, look at this, and, you know, and your grandchild is on the computer game and doesn't give a damn. Right. So I just thought I'd rather something productive come out of my clothes, and it did. You know, a lot of money was raised. It was very therapeutic and cathartic to sell those clothes. Right. You know, it was moving on. You know, I had no wardrobe space left. I had to get rid of them. You know, so it was good.
Let's talk about your relationship with George Michael.
Yeah.
Are you guys, how close are you? I mean,
well, put it this way, it's quite funny how life turns out. When I was about, I don't know, 12, I used to idolise him. I was in love with him. I thought I was going to marry him. And I even found a diary with a picture of him stuck in. And I met him at a charity launch one day, and I even flirted with him, still didn't realise I wasn't his type. And then, and we became telephone buddies because we both lost a parent. We come from the same area. Right. And we both have a Mediterranean parent. And then when I left the Spice Girls, I was living abroad, and I was so lonely, can you imagine? Because they were my 4 buddies, really. I had no one else. And he said, come and stay for a few days, and I stayed 3 months. But be very aware if you invite me round. And then, and he just was a pillar of strength for me. I was a headless chicken. It was really, you know, it was a very traumatic thing I went through, and he just guided me. He was a shoulder, you know, to lean on. He was fantastic.
Were you there for him in terms of some of the stuff that he's gone through?
Well, yeah. I mean, he's a very focused guy and very together. Right. And, you know, he's 10 years older than me. And so, you know, we had a very funny summer together. Right. And so, you know, sometimes angels come down just when you need them. And he's a fantastic guy. He really is.
We're almost going to wrap up here, but we're going to come back out.
I don't want to go.
I told you it should be 2 hours, didn't I?
I know. Can't we have extra time?
All right, so we're going to do...
Football has extra time.
Yeah, we do. Well, all right, we're into penalty talking. Anyway, so after the break, we're going to come back and we're going to talk with Geri Halliwell. Live!
Okay,
music.
bye. It's gone so quick, isn't it? Heaven, look at me, and shake it, shake it. You can take it all because it's space is free. She's back. Okay, the 4 characters are the vamp, narcissistic, in love with herself. The opposite of that is the nun, the virgin, in love with God, in love with the world. Then you've got the bride, represents chastity. Opposite that is the PR woman, who represents workaholics. My kind of manifesto for the album was, like, this is the last album I ever do. Let's take it to the max. Let's not be shy here. You know, it's a big part of me. I wrote a lot of songs when I was with the Spice Girls, and and I took whatever I gave to the Spice Girls with me, and I'm hoping my music will appeal to, Spice Girl fans and more.
A little bit of insight there on the brand new video, Look at Me, and the video will be on Much Music April the 16th at noon.
I hope you like it.
Yeah, so it's hot. It is definitely
Otherwise,
hot.
I'll be just hiding under the bed crying.
No, you'll be fine. Don't you worry about that. All right, so the promotional thing here, this is the beginning of a big whirlwind.
Yeah, I'm going around the world in 8 days.
Right.
Phileas Fogg did it in 80, but this is like the millennium, so speeded things up a bit. And yes, I'm New York, Rio, here, then we're going to Sydney, Tokyo, Milan. See, I think the world is a small place and every country is important. Canada is, so I thought I'd come here as well.
Well, we're almost out of time. Almost.
We are. Oh,
almost.
dear. Before I go, thank you, everybody, for supporting me. It's very kind of you.
I don't want this to be my big theme, but I did this with Madonna, because Madonna was into yoga as well.
Oh.
And you're into yoga? So let's show you us your yoga thing.
I'll do it again. I might do it wrong now. I'm the honeymoon period.
Right. Right. I'll be your support. Rise the legs. Up. Very nice.
That's better than any drugs, I'm telling you. That's very good for you.
So how long do you stay there for like a week or so? Or?
Oh, yeah, read books, chat, whatever, come on. And apparently it's great for sex, but I haven't had the chance to find out yet. So send in your CV.
I think I blushed.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. So you know what we're going to do is we're going to wrap up. I want to thank you for stopping by here.
Oh, thank you.
Give us a kiss then. Let's say goodbye to everybody. Say goodbye to everyone here.
Bye.
Let's go to the window.
Bye. Let's go
outside.
outside.
Say goodbye to everybody out here.